Coming up on Auburn Gymnastics 360, a not-so-normal trip to Baton Rouge, highlights of Auburn's meet at LSU, we go in the gym with Kelsey Thomason and Karen Caduce, and a look ahead to Friday's meet at Arkansas. Welcome to Auburn Gymnastics 360. I'm Carly McCall. An ice storm shut down Baton Rouge and postponed the meet until Saturday afternoon. It turned out to be a road trip that can only be described as interesting.
It was interesting, very interesting.
That was definitely the craziest away meet I've ever experienced.
Well, it was an interesting trip.
If there was something that could happen that wouldn't normally happen, it definitely did. From the moment we left Auburn to the exact moment we started competing, while we were competing, after we were competing, it's just a crazy trip.
Away trips are always good because being in the hotel, you're rooming with your teammates. I mean, you're right across from home from each other most of the time you hang out. So it's a really good time to get to know each other. Jeff always has us when we do like our team meetings, kind of do like a little get to know each other thing.
Try to break the ice. We'll like either go around and say like what got us into the sport. This time it was, what is your most embarrassing moment? It's pretty funny. But yeah, just to like get them to be more a part of the team and feel more at ease around us, I guess.
I really liked it. I felt that we were more of a team and I kind of got to know a lot of people better. So that part was really fun.
Well, typically we want to get on the road anyway so that the girls can, get to know each other, gel a little bit, that type of thing. But this, with all the adversity we went through on this trip, I think it helped the team grow a lot. I think basically anything that could go wrong did go wrong. So for us to make it through that in one piece was, just fun to watch how we navigated it.
It was kind of a whirlwind of what was going to happen. Was the meet going to go on? Was it not? Because, I mean, it's a whole mental game.
We thought we were going to do a normal Friday, and then we got there, started stretching, and then we weren't doing a normal Friday, and we were going to go practice.
Dawn's already booked our hotel rooms tonight. We're just going to stay in the same hotel room. The bus driver's fine. Everything's ready to go. If you need to tell your parents, it's been moved to 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Once you know that there's a change of plans, then you have to go back into all your other things that you have to do. You have to get hotel rooms and make sure you have a bus still, and then the coaching staff, we all got together and tried to figure out how we're going to prepare the team now, knowing with what the options are in front of us. We prepared like if you have a night session before prelim day and nationals.
I think it was an advantage for us because we got a feel for how it was, and if there was something that we didn't like or we felt was off or that we really liked, we could have a feel for it. Like the floor was a little bit bouncier than ours that we had here, so it was like, okay, like I'm learning how to control it before it's like, oh, warm-up's gonna have to figure it out. And
I think without it, we would have probably been a little more, I don't want to say skittish, but it was the first away meet and the first time we had to actually like adapt to different environments, and I think we did a pretty good job.
I kind of like looked around and I was like, oh, this is going to be a new experience and it's going to be fun, so I decided to make the best of it, and I guess I did.
Well, the power went out in the hotel. I don't know what happened there, but like the power went out, we're all freaking out and it was ridiculous, but
Caitlin and I were sitting in our room, and it went out and we both just started laughing hysterically because the power would go out. If anything else that has happened, of course the power's going to go out.
Me, Colin, and Karen were watching a movie in their room, and power goes out and me and Colin like scream and like cuddle up next to each other. And so it was just like really funny and scary at the same time.
And then we hear all of our teammates in the hallway and they're laughing hysterically / screaming because, oh gosh, the power went out.
I think it definitely brought us together as a team, because when we went out to compete on Saturday, everyone was just in the zone. We were in our bubble, having fun, dancing. Like I'm pretty sure the other team was watching us like, hey, that looks like fun. We'll be over there. But yeah, we kept it together.
Once the meet finally started, Auburn stepped into its bubble and was able to record the highest road score in program history. Here are the highlights.
things had to change throughout the meet quite a bit with the different format. We had to make some changes, and you know, we only had 3 judges. It's nice to know that this team is capable of that. I think that's the one thing that we all felt, that this team had that potential. Potential that isn't realized isn't any fun at all. So it was just nice for us to actually go out there and realize our own potential, and it being early allow us a lot of room for advancement beyond that. It's fun to watch as Kelsey's really grown into her role. We felt like this was going to be happening this year, and you know, she had such a struggle last year and put in a lot of work over the summer and in the fall to really try to solidify her spot.
It always felt really good to hit a set the way I know I can, and just said some key words and finally got to swing the bar routine I know I can do. Felt really good, especially after falling against Florida.
It felt really good. Practice day, I just had a little bit of trouble with like getting a feel for it and like trusting myself. So it felt really good to hit a really solid bar routine and to make my overshoot toe catch, because I've been having a little bit of trouble with that. So like, it felt really good, and I felt like we got a really good start off the bars and kept it rolling.
Yeah, Kate did a really good, she's worked all summer to improve her vault, not just to improve her landing, but to improve, you know, her entry and everything in the vault, trying to work on form. I think it's just a testament to her hard work. She was able to come out with a really good score and really help the team.
I know I had a few little things I can make better, just to tune up a little bit. Like I shuffled a little on my landing and go the first 2 meets and have like a solid landing, and then go to LSU and shuffle a little bit. It's just getting my bearings. So just gotta practice a little more.
I was running down the vault, and I was about to hurdle, and I told myself this is going to be a good vault. And then I just felt everything after that, and it was just, I felt myself fly and then land, and it just felt like amazing. I didn't know if I was going to stick it, but I knew that I was going to get a lot of height and a lot of amplitude.
MJ's, I mean, she's just a powerful girl, and she's a lot of fun to coach. Floor was a continuation of the meet. We have a goal going out of hitting 6 in a row on each event. We had done a good job of that on the first 2 events, and you know, we went to floor and we were trying to make sure the girls stayed focused and didn't get, you know, too juiced up, because it's a bouncy floor there, and when you have a pretty powerful team, a bouncy floor can be a lot of fun, but can also be a little hard to control. So, you know, there's a little bit of a management situation going into floor, trying to make sure that we're excited, but we're not, you know, crazy excited.
I love floor, so I just went out and did what I normally do. I just had fun and showed off what I had.
It felt really good to hit my floor routine, to kind of, I've been having trouble on my middle pass, so to finally like hit it and do it like I know how to do it felt really good.
I thought I did a really good job on floor. I think I'm figuring out where my landings are a little more on my second pass, so still working on it.
Well, that typically happens on the road in the SEC. The students, for some reason, sit by beam, which doesn't surprise me. And in all reality, you know, you have to do beam no matter who's sitting there, and you have to do beam no matter if it's slippery or if it's not slippery or if it's in a lot of light or if it's in a dark room. Both teams got to do it, and I think we met the challenge. It was an adversarial environment, but when you're on the road in the SEC, it's not like the other team wants you to win. So our team needs to rise to the occasion, and they did.
I think think it was a little stronger this weekend. Yeah, I think I'm starting to figure out what I need to do in a meet. It's the same thing I need to do in the gym. And I figured it out in practice. I'm still trying to bring it over to a meet setting, but I think I'm doing a better job at coping with my surroundings, yeah.
I felt so good to do a normal beam routine because first meet I was just a little shaky all around, and second meet I felt my dismount. But I've really been working on just like one skill at a time, breathe, because I know how to do beam. Like beam is my comfort zone. It's where I can go, and like even if I'm having a bad day, like I still love it.
Congratulations to MJ, whose performance earned her SEC Freshman of the Week honors. Now it's time to go in the gym. Today, Karen Caduce and Kelsey Thomason show us a series on the balance beam.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Thomason and this is Karen Caduce, and today on the beam she's going to demonstrate how to do a back handspring layout step out. She's going to start off by doing a back handspring, which is sort of like a fast back walkover. Then she's going to continue into doing a back handspring with no hands. She has to land on one foot on a 4-inch wide beam. Here she gets ready. Bends, back handspring, layout step out. That's all from the McWhorter Center. Next time you're watching Karen on beam, look out for her back handspring layout.
Auburn faces its third top 10 team in a row as they travel to Fayetteville to take on Arkansas.
Well, hopefully the trip goes as planned this time. Arkansas is, I think, ranked 10th in the country right now, and for good reason. They're an extremely talented team.
Arkansas is an interesting venue to compete in. I distinctly remember their chants. Those are pretty intense. But I remember the equipment felt good, the area felt fine, and we had a good meet the last time, so there's really no reason why we shouldn't go there, have another good meet, and just have another fun trip together.
Again, it's about us. We won't be able to beat anybody if we don't do our job. So we've got to go in there, we've got to stay focused, we've got to make sure we block out all the distractions that are there and focus on what we can do. And I think if we do that, I think our last 2 weeks have proven that we can compete against anybody in the country.
I'm excited for our second road meet. I think we're going to do a really good job. I think we proved that at LSU. But if we stay in our bubble and we have fun and we're just doing what we normally do, we're going to be fine.
Traveling, being with the team, getting to know everybody a little bit better, that's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm really excited. I mean, they're a great team, and we're ready to compete against them, ready to show them what we have.
I'm actually excited to get on the road. I always am. This year we don't host a regional, so we know we're going to be on the road in the postseason at SECs and at regionals. So it's no reason to think that you can shy away from the road. I think it's good to get on the road. I'm looking forward to getting on the road in the SEC and having another hot environment for us. And I do think it gives another opportunity for our team to gel, get to know each other, and for us as a staff to try to experiment with our lineups a little bit in a pretty tough environment. It'll be another really good opportunity for us to shine.
That's it for this episode of Auburn Gymnastics 360. We'll see you next time. War Eagle.